This is the book of Psalms, chapter 38, verse 12. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. First off, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And I hope and pray that this lesson be edifying to the elect. So these devils are going to continue, to push towards the that MO to the TV, man. And this is yet another, sign that we're just that much closer to the mandatory implementation of that C-hip, man. That MO to the TV I spoke about in Revelation, the 13th chapter. So I came across this article from Natural News, and it reads, fast food chains under Yum brands to go cashless soon. Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, KFC to reject cash, right? And like we always go into, this is, it all goes back to control, man. They want to be able to completely track and trace everybody, everything you do. They want to know your thoughts. They want to be as the Most High, So I'm going to read some of this article and get a few precepts, and that'll be the lesson. So it says, Yum Brands, the parent company of many well-known fast food chains like Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC, is planning to eventually move to 100% digital sales at its restaurants. And why, in these main, big companies that the majority of the people go to, it'll be, how do I say it? It's vital for them to use these companies like that to really get the people on board, with these major companies that people are used to, Taco Bell, stuff like that. So brands that people know and they're already, associated, with shopping, on a regular basis. So that's how they would, they can mold the minds of the people, and places like, was it Whole Foods and Amazon, you having the Palm Pay and whatnot. So to get the people used to seeing people scan their hand and whatnot, It's all, as the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. It's all gradualism, control, slowly getting the people used to the idea of seeing it, as we, always talk about, the fact that you can't swipe your card anymore. You have to, put, if you have the C-hip on your card, which most people do nowadays, it won't allow you to swipe. It'll prompt the cashier to say, you have the C-hip, use your C-hip, right? So there's a gradual social conditioning, that these devils are doing. And it actually says right there, too, gradually. That's the spirit. So this is according to Yum Brands Chief Financial Officer Chris Turner, who noted during an earnings call the corporation's goal to gradually shift to a full cashless transactions at its restaurants. Turner added in a separate interview that more customers would end up ordering through apps, and what I've noticed too is that they have more better deals on these different apps like Burger King and McDonald's and whatnot. So that's also another way of they're getting people used to using digital, means. And it's through convenience, right? They do everything through convenience, and I seen a article, a video where this lady was speaking about it, when they was talking about the Palm Pay and Amazon and Whole Foods, and she's like, oh, it's so convenient. I don't have to, carry my wallet. I could just go in it. Like, it's so hard to just dig into your purse and grab your card. It's already, your purse is on you anyway, but, people are just so goddamn lazy. But this is what these elites count on, They do it all in the name of convenience, man. It says, Turner added in a separate interview that more customers would end up ordering through apps, websites, or automated kiosks in the stores. He also revealed that the company is already testing use of artificial intelligence to take drive-through orders, which is also leading to there being less and less jobs on the market, as the scriptures say, man. They shall rise up early at the voice of the bird, you know, early in the morning to look for a job, but the grinders shall cease because they are few, right? So they're taking away more and more jobs. I seen a video a brother put up on IG of these robots basically, painting ceilings and painting walls. So they won't need different like contractors and painting jobs, and soon they'll have robots that can cut grass and do all that. So the landscaping jobs will go away. They already want to have drones, so they're gonna get rid of basically the mail workers, the Amazon workers, the delivery jobs. They already have little rovers that deliver food to people's houses. So there will be nothing for people to work, which is ultimately these devil's plans, because they just say you'll own nothing and be happy. So you'll basically just be in a damn house in your cell in your little smart city, and just having drones flying over your head and little rovers riding around and all this. This is what they're sick, demented, thought for the future, man. But the Lord's gonna put an end to that bullshit, man. So let's see. It says our ability to get 100% cashless transactions will depend on new innovations. The company claims that switching to 100% digital transactions will make it easier for customers to make impulse transactions with the click of a button. Going cashless and making customers order through screens is also an effective way for the company to suggest that customers spend more by tacking on additional items to supplement their orders, right? And it's always about gain with these devils, man. But it's about control. But they're painting it with a convenience, a broad, convenient, brush. Time and time again, when we shift sales into the digital channels, we see sales acceleration, said Turner. It really demonstrates how this is such a high return on investment for our franchisees and for us. Says, let me go down a little bit. Fully digital transaction push could be unpopular, costs the company more. Yum Brand's digital offerings have come after a series of acquisitions of tech startups and the funding of in-house efforts to expand the conglomerate's digital abilities. These research and acquisition efforts have been very expensive. Let's see. We're not big fans of forcing people. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to highlight, what these devils are up to, man. And this brother did a video. Says, warning: U.S. Senator and Rep says mandatory micro C-hipping could come with the next crisis, man. So I mean, everything is lining up, man. All the pieces are in place. They now, the Fed now is already here. They've already been making everything digital for a while now. People are already used to using digital means. Paying with their phone, paying with their watch. People are actually walking around with C-hips in them. In Sweden in particular, they've been pushing it. But and now that we're this whole demic thing is starting to be talked about, and they're talking about more and more numbers. This whether it be that, or whether it be blackouts, or the coming famine, or whatever crisis they want to use, because Klaus Schwab talked about the poly meaning many crises. So they might all come at the same time, to completely shut down everything so that they can achieve their so-called great reset and have a whole new world, where everything runs digital and everybody's on the grid, and you'll basically be a part of the Internet of Things. And they'll have the electric cars, and there will be no more gas powered stoves, and everything will be electric, so they can justify the social credit scores and everything, and them being able to turn off your shit if you don't obey, pretty much. So everything's lining up, man. These devils are coming with it, man. This is Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi have made, right? And that serpent is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. He said he's more subtle or more shrewd, or let's get it. That's
Strong's H 6175. Arum.
Right, and it means
second entry. Arom.
All right, Con. It means subtle, shrewd, crafty, right? Sly, sensible, crafty, shrewd, right? So the devil, right? These Edomites are more crafty than any beast of the field, right? We brought this out at camp the other day. The beast would be the other nations, man. The ones that don't have this truth, right? The ones that, if you don't have the truth, you're likened onto a beast. And the field would be the world. And it says, and he said unto the woman, yeah, hath the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. But the point being, the serpent is more subtle than any beast of the field, man. And the Lord's going to throw a monkey wrench in their plans, man. Let's get this first. This is Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that's that implantable rice device, the C-hip, right? The same thing that Biden had spoke about, that a supreme judge would rule on, man. Whether people would be able would have C-hips implanted inside of them, under their skin, man. This is a real prophecy that is soon to come to pass, man. It's no joke. Revelation 13:17, and that no man might buy or sell, save, meaning except he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? So you see here, if you have all these fast food companies, you won't be able to buy food. You won't be able to go to the stores like Whole Foods. You won't be able to participate in society if you don't have this thing. And they're setting up the infrastructure for as we speak. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 six. 666, the mark of the beast, man. And these devils are coming with it, man. And the Lord's gonna throw a monkey wrench in their plans, man. This is Job 5:12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, right? So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, and the crafty is that beast, man. Esau, Edom, so-called white man. So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So right when they think that they got it all situated, they got it all figured out, that's when the Lord's gonna disappoint their devices, man. And their hands won't be able to perform their enterprise, man. So I just wanted to report on that, as we're commanded to do. These devils are pushing towards this great reset, this MO to the TB, and they're putting all the pieces, putting all their pieces on the checkerboard, man, getting ready to come with it, man. And it could be very soon if they just have the right crisis, man. It could come with the next crisis. So like they say, they never let a good crisis go to waste. So we'll see. But as brothers and sisters, we got to continue. As brothers, continue to watch as well as pray, as the scriptures say, man. So I hope and pray that this lesson was edifying to the elect, In closing, I want to thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me his truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of this bitch. And salutations to my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To all, I want to say shalom. I want to say DTA, Abba Babal, and Kwam Yasharala. Hey, shalom. To the next one.